Hello, everybody. My name is GQ Boy, G Boy, and I will be talking about my Terry matchup chart for 2025. So let's get it. It obviously Terry's a strong character. He's my main. I like playing him a lot. So I think he can win a lot of matchups well if you play them right and play well and lock in. So let's get started. Banjo. I think this is an even or winning matchup. Banjo, he can zone us out well, but we also can get in on him pretty decently with forward tilts. We have good moves that beat out his burst range. We can play around his burst range well. We can combo him decently. The only problem that's annoying is like sometimes his combo games good on us. We get edge guarded and two framed. Like that two frame is pretty good, but we just have a lot more going for us against Banjo than Banjo has against us. Mr. Game and Watch. Oh, we already arrived in a hard matchup. This is -1. Mr. Game and Watch is he plays in a way that you have to respect a lot doing. Like he can actually outmatch us. So like his Nair, once he hits us with his Nair, we're gonna be in the blender for a while. Like you have to like learn how to play neutral well against him and wall him out so we can get things going. The great thing about this matchup is he dies so early to kill confirms. Like if he gets jabbed at like 100, he dies. But getting to that point is pretty difficult first because there's a lot of things you have to respect. Like Nair, you have to poke him out. There's up B, which you are not allowed to mash on him because up B exists. And also getting edge guarded, it's pretty hard recovering because back air lingers for a while and sends you so far off stage. It's wraps. But we can kill him early. Like I said, Game and Watch dies early. We have Go to cheese him out. And that's why I think it's a -1 matchup. Fox. I think this is even. It's a very even matchup because both are really scrappy rush down characters that want to get in their face and blow each other up. Fox, he once he hits us, we're gonna take a lot of damage. Like we're in the blender for a while, but while he juggles us so well, he combos us. Us getting off ledges hard. Foxes choose to lose, but once we get our hit on us, he's at kill percent pretty quickly because Fox is a light character. And he can die pretty early to a lot of kill confirms and all similar to Game & Watch to jab combos. So that's the thing why I think this matchup is even. Pikachu. So most of you would think it's a losing matchup. However, I think it's even. So hear me out. Pikachu is so similar to the past characters, is a light character, and Pikachu has to like he can force to not interact us, but we have a move that beats that, which is like that has Pikachu has to respect, which is Crack Shoot and Power Wave. And Power Wave clanks with Tijo. Like we have a tool that can neutralize the space what Pikachu wants with Power Wave. And Crack Shoot also like lets Pika have to respect our burst range in some ways. And yeah, Pikachu also dies pretty early sometimes, and getting a good hit means a lot. Like we also have some good moves at hitting him low, which is down tilt, forward air, dash attack, and uppy. And Pikachu, yeah, but a lot of Pikachu matchups, once he gets his hit going, it's annoying. It's hard to get out of him his combos and stuff, and we can get edge guarded. But as long as you're playing your cards right and playing it pretty outside of burst range and stuff, Pikachu, it's pretty fine. The matchup's like fine for us. Olimar, this is a winning matchup for Terry. It's arguably our best matchup. Olimar, his main game plan is to throwing Pikmin at us and try to zone us. However, we don't care because we have Crack Shoot to destroy all the Pikmin. We can F tilt all the Pikmin, forward air, nair, and we can combo off the Pikmin too and punish Olimar. And Olimar has a pretty bad shield and disadvantage. So like it's easy to shield poke him, and Terry loves poking shields, and Olimar is also really light, so he dies extremely early of conversions and kill confirms. And Olimar like has to like scrap you up close, and we're just better at boxing him out. Yoshi. I think this is also even. I low key want to say it could be winning, but I'll just say even for now because Yoshi's still a pretty strong character. Like it's similar to Fox. Like we both have to interact and scrap with each other, and we both get like big amounts of damage once we find our hits. That's all I can say. But it's like a lead based matchup or momentum based. Like whoever like gets like Yoshi can get the edge guard or the kill confirm on us, but we can also like kill confirm him too. You can break armor well with down air, burn knuckle, and power dunk. And Yoshi has to take committal risks to edgeguard us and has to get in, but we have crack shoot to deal with that and power wave, and we can also like parry eggs. And Yoshi is like pretty heavy. Like we're heavier, so it's like a momentum based matchup. I'll say like all at the end of the day. Wolf, I think this is even or winning because Wolf, he wants to box us and scrap with us. But Terry has better boxing tools than Wolf. We can mash on him like him. We have a good kill confirms. We can juggle him, keep him at ledge well. But Wolf can be scary times. One time, if he goes crazy, it's scary. Like a good Wolf could mess you up. But this is a matchup to keep in mind because we just have like the better tools, like the better boxing and stuff. Like if you can outbox Wolf, that's pretty good. And Terry does just that. Palutena. I think this is even or losing. So why do I think that? Well, Palutena, when she gets her hit, it's a really hard time to get out of disadvantage because Palutena has a good advantage state on us with her nair and her up airs, but we can also hit Palu and we don't get our advantage as long as she does. But the thing is like if she can also struggle to kill when we're at go percents, and that's how I can also see it become even. So I'll keep it at even or losing. There's a ton of characters. All right, Falco. Falco is even or winning, I think. Falco, he's a combo character, but we also combo him well. But Falco's good at edge guarding. That's the thing we have to avoid. But on stage, we can outbox. We can have a good neutral, and we can play outside where he wants to go. We can space him out with forward airs, punish him with crack shoots, but we can't just do bad crack shoots because Falco's punish game is crazy, which is why I could still see it even. But I think it's even only because Terry like has some tools that are just better, and we get a lot more off. I mean, no, I'll just put it even because we get equal amounts of reward. Sonic, hear me out. I think this is low-key even, but I'll keep it losing for now because it is Sonic. Sonic can edgeguard us. But the thing we have that's better than most characters is Power Wave is such a good tool in neutral against Sonic, and Sonic is gonna let you live to go if he doesn't find that edgeguard, that early edgeguards, and Sonic actually has to approach you now when he has go, and if we play passively and conservatively, we can take the lead, and then the matchup becomes a lot easier. And that's how I feel about Sonic. But getting that initial hit in first, matters, and that stock. Hero. I want to say this is even or losing as well. Hero, he plays in a way that like you have to you have a lot to pay attention to because you have to see the spells coming, read the book, the menu. He also has ways to punish crack shoot. He can play outside of burst range well with fade back forward airs and side Bs and stuff. And he can also like Accelerado, which makes him more mobile than you. And he can also like spike your up B pretty easily with down air. And Hero and Terry, they have equal amounts of cheese. It's that Hero can like have it more often because of RNG, while we have to get to 100. And Hero has ways to like take your stock below 100 with like good spells, oomph, psych up, he can break your shield easily, and also the chances of whack and whack. And I think this matchup could be losing long term. Steve. I'll say -1. Terry. The nice thing that Terry has against Steve is that we can special cancel on his blocks. We have a way to do it minecart with power dunk, crack shoot, and burn knuckle. But Steve still has like so much more to him than him to offer. Like he has a good combo game on us. Once he hits us, it's a lot of damage, juggling, and he can punish us for trying to hit the blocks. Um, he can like get rid of go because he can zero to death us. He can do nils. Those we can struggle to like hit him planking. Like there's a lot of variables because it's in this matchup that you have to be aware of. But every hit matters when you get Steve, and I think this matchup is only -1 because we have enough to make it not as bad as it seems. Mario. I think this is just strictly even. Both characters are pretty similar in that they both want to fight each other up close and personal, and it's like a very neutral heavy matchup. Like Mario has Fireball, we have Power Wave, we can anti-air each other well with he has back air, we have forward air, and once we get each other's hits, it goes from there. Like if one of like it's one of those matchups where the other person destroys the other. But we have go, so like we get to live longer against him unless he hits the right kill confirms. And that's why I think it's a pretty normalized matchup. Greninja. Even. Greninja is a slippery character, and we have tools to like bait him out and poke him. Like forward tilt, forward air. Power wave forces him to get out of the air because he likes being grounded, but he's also a jump heavy character, so we have crack shoot and like we can anti air him decently, but Greninja is also like a pretty fast character, so you have to be able to like maneuver around him because he's more maneuverable. He has more maneuverability than you do, and so it's like a pretty like neutral, patient matchup that Gran can like force an option, but you can also force an option from him. So it evens averages out to being even. Joker, I think this is also even. So the matchup's good, fine, because you have ways to like box Joker out and like once you get your hits, like it's like you can do a lot of damage to him, but once he has Arsene, like you have to be more careful. Like you have to play more patiently because Arsene, like once he hits you, you're gonna get edge guarded. Like it's gonna be hard to recover against him unless you have very good mix-ups. Like that's a scary thing, but at base Joker, it's fine. And you can play around Arsene well by like using power waves. He's like even he has a reflector, you can use it to bait. And every hit matters when you get rid of Arsene because a jab power dunk on an Arsene does like half a meter already. And like once you learn how to bait Rebel's Guard, you can do some damage, and you can kill confirm him well. Like this is a matchup I'm very experienced and I'm pretty good at. Roy, I think this is also even. Roy is a strong character. Like I call him like he's like a Terry, like he's similar to Terry, like Swordy Terry, because well, once Roy gets his stuff going, like it's crazy. It can be scary because if he hits a tech chase you or a jab F smash, like that can murder your stock pretty well. But Roy has to get in, and Terry loves it when you have to get in because we can box Roy easily. Except he has some disjointed range, but once we combo him, it's like he's good combo food for Terry, and we can like kill confirm him. He falls by a lot of kill confirms, but Roy also like gets a lot off of his hit, and he gets a good advantage shape. Zero Suit Samus, I think this is even or winning. ZSS has to like commit too much, and like we have ways to break into her burst range with crack shoot and also calling her out her jumps with and have active hitboxes like forward air and nair. And she's also a light character, so we can kill her pretty well and easily. And she calling out flip kick is important because we have ways to do that with like I said, forward air and crack shoot. And ZSS doesn't do much damage, so and she doesn't get a lot of raw kills often unless she hits the right hit and there to a flip kick. So we're gonna get go more often than not. So I'll just put it even or winning. Kazuya Mishima. I think this is. I'll say even. Obviously, once Kazuya gets a hit, you're just dead. But you can play around that range because you have better movement, you have better mobility. Like you can like circle camp them or like play outside mid range, use power waves to bait options, power waves to force approach. Like getting a hit, we have Terry has a good advantage state on Kazuya. Kazuya doesn't have a good disadvantage, so we can force options off of Kazuya. But like, it's like nerve wracking because you could die at any time, but Kazuya can also like not to play the game sometimes because you have stuff to him that's better than Kazuya does to you. Like, and so it's even. Loki, it could be losing long term, but I'll say even because I am confident in this matchup and pretty good at it because I play it a lot. Me Brawler, I think this is also even. Similar to Mario, like it's a matchup where both have to scrap and get up close and personal with each other, and I believe Me Brawler, this is like a cheese fest because Me Brawler likes to get early kills off of grab, off of the platforms. He likes to get good gimps. He has a pretty wacky move set, but it works out because you have to like try and outbox him. And me, this is like equal boxing. But Terry, like once we get hits, Me Brawler's a pretty lighter character, so we can do a lot to him. And with Go, we can kill him earlier than he kills us. Like you have to like learn how to like, but you have to like ban platforms against him because you're just asking like PS2 or Battlefield or small Battlefield. Bayonetta, I think it's even. Bayo is she's a good she has a really good combo game on you. She can she can edge guard you well, force you to like make a bad mistake, and she punishes us well. She has witch time to like against your recovery or mashing options. Like she has ways to punish you mashing, but Bayonetta is a light character, and if she's not getting those edge guards or early kills, you're gonna live to go a lot, and you can kill Bayo pretty easily and get a lot of damage. And she's a lightweight, so she can die early. So I think it's totally fair if it's even. Sora, I think this is also actually I think it's even or winning. Sora, he we have like a better like range advantage against Sora, or not. Not range, but like we have better hitboxes to contest him. Like obviously he has a sword, but it's a key. But we can like we can hurtbox ship out a lot of his stuff, and he's floaty, so we have like good combo game on him. And Sora, like you just have to like know how to like weave in or around his stuff and play around his projectiles and his nair because we can outrange it with F tilt and crack shoot and forward air. And Sora sometimes struggles to get off the ledge against Terry, and Terry has like some strengths, and he's also light, so he dies early to some jab kill confirms. Wario, I think this is a winning matchup. +1. Wario does not like fighting FGC characters or characters who are outboxing him. Like Terry is one of them, and we have great boxing tools against him. We can kill confirm him. He's easy to combo. We can go. But the one quality that makes it like not as good, not as our best matchup, is because there's always waft. But the thing for us is that we get waft 3 times a stock. Because Wario doesn't have like the earliest killing unless he gets waft, and he only gets waft like 1, maybe 2 times per game, and we get go 3 times, so we're allowed to like quote unquote waft him more often than not. Mega Man, I'd say this is also even. Say this is even because Mega Man has like good projectiles to keep you in check. But Terry's like good against like those types of mid range because we have burst options, we have anti zoning, we can full hop fair over them and clank. And then Mega Man's like easy combo food for Terry, and we can kill confirm him well. well, once a getter hit, it's hard for Mega Man to get out of disadvantage. So it's like pretty good. It's like standard, but Mega Man, he when he gets stuff going, it can be scary, and if you're not ready for it, it could be trouble. So I'll say even. Sephiroth, I'll say even or winning. Sephiroth has a lot of range to deal with you, but it's like slim pokey range. Like he's just poking at you, and we can work around that by like jumping over him and punishing him from above because Sephiroth struggles to cover that area above him, and we can use power waves too to force him in interaction. And he doesn't have a good out of shield game, so we can mash on him once we get in his face. However, the one thing that's like annoying is that recovering against Sephiroth's pretty hard because he has counter. He can go out far off stage with forward air and with wing. But other than that, it feels good on stage in neutral. It's like your favor. Diddy Kong. This is a -1. And Diddy Kong is like he can just not interact with you, and it's really hard to deal with as Terry. Like also like punishes you recovering the best because like one of the best at punishing you for recovering because he has banana into down air. Down air is pretty big and it hits the ledge really well. He can two frame you well with forward tilt. He has really good combo game and advantage state on us, and monkey flip to disengage and even punish you for crack shooting. Like he has just a better crack shoot with monkey flip. But anyways, the one thing we have is that he's a lighter character, but hitting Diddy Kong is pretty hard. So this is a -1 matchup. Snake. The more I realize, I think it's like even or losing. Snake's has a lot more better tools than you do. Like he can match you in the boxing department, but because his normals are solid, he also has like ways to like make you respect him with grenades and stuff, and then in C40, like you have to be careful on the field. Like you can't just flowchart against Snake, and because Snake destroys flowcharts so well, like it's like you have to play a matchup differently. But the one thing we have is that our item play is like good on him. We can combo him well. We have good combo game on Snake. It's just like neutral. It feels like you have to play differently. Like you gotta change up your game plan against Snake heavily. Min Min. This is -1. Min Min like is so hard because you have to. It's hard because she edge guards you pretty well. Like getting in on her is hard because your way of getting in with power wave, it can get reflected. It's like easy to shield. It gets destroyed by arms, and crack shoot is punishable and predictable, and it can be swatted out because of her big hitboxes. And recovering against her is so tricky because she's gonna go off stage. She can hit you from before you even have to side B your crack shoot. Like this matchup's rough, man. But the thing we have is that she's good combo. We can get her once we get her hit. She has a bad disadvantage state against us. So getting every hit against Min Min's like important, and also like keeping her at ledge is good. So I don't think it's like so super bad. Rob, I used to think this was gonna be losing, but I think it's even now because Rob Hall has a lot of tools going. Like he has Nair, he has Gyro, and ways to like stuff you out and make it annoying for you to fight him. But Rob's a big character, and Terry has a really good combo game on him. We have him. It's hard for him to SDI out of stuff because he's big. We can use his gyro against him. We have gyro into Buster Wolf. We can gyro Power Geyser. There's a lot of neat things to learn. Like this, Rob's a character that you have to like be practiced and well versed to like do well against him. Like I think this is a matchup like I could play more, and I've been getting better at it lately. Aegis, -1. Pirate Mithra, like Mithra has a strong burst range to like, and some bigger hitboxes that stuff you out so well, and it's like so hard to like keep up with her because she's just out neutraling, out spacing, out maneuvering you. But getting a hit, but she's a fast faller, so your combo game on Mithra is decent. It's pretty good. But when she gets to Pyra, like it's advantage. Her advantage on this is scary because we're in a juggle position and she can up air us. She can catch our landings well. Recovery against Pyra is a pain in the butt because because she can edge guard us with down air so well. It's so big and it hits so well on below the ledge. We just die. Okay, Cloud. I'll say even or losing. I used to think it was -1, but like, I've learned more things. Like, if you have a good parry game, you can like do good damage to Cloud, and Cloud's like kind of predictable in some ways, but his moves are also safe. So you have more chances to like more opportunities to get a good punish on him. But neutral's hard because back air is like one of the best moves in the game that you have to respect and deal with, even if you parry. Limit, it makes it hard for Terry to like make an interaction happen. But you have a good combo game. You can like play well against Cloud. That's it. Sheik, I think this is a winning matchup. Sheik's gonna combo you a lot, but her combos do little damage, and a forward air does like more damage in like a 3-hit Sheik combo. Like you win trades so much, like against Sheik, and she doesn't kill you well unless she gets a really good kill confirm, but which is precise. But you're gonna get to 100 a lot, and you can kill Sheik pretty early because you just need to win neutral a few times, and you boom, you got it. Ryu, the more I see it, the more I feel like it's even. Ryu has some good tools to like play against you, which is like fireballs and Hadoukens, because it forces you to like not just mash on him, because Ryu has ways to punish a lot of that, and shielding against the projectiles allows Ryu to break your shield or like put a little more shield pressure on you. But we have good combo game on Ryu. We can like keep him on ledge well. We have good options out of shins, but if Ryu is mashing here, I'll put Ken as well. Like both the Shotos are even. Ryu and Ken, when you're mashing on your shields, you don't have a lot of options to deal with unless you have because they're just mashing. It's like -6, and Terry doesn't have the greatest options. But we have good combo games on each other. They like it's like a fairly even matchup, if I say. All right, Peach, even. Um, she has it's like an equal like combo game with each other. Like we have good ways to deal with float with power with air wave, air knuckle, and forward air and crack shoot. Like hitting her out of the float is pretty good, and we also have like a good anti airs with up smash and fair crack shoot, and recovering her is a little tricky because she has turnip and she has float, but we also like do good amounts of damage on her, and I think that just balances out to being an even matchup. Pichu, I think this is a winning matchup. Pichu like dies really early. He's a very light character, and sometimes if Pichu's very explosive, he's taking a lot more risks. Then you can just like out camp him, and if he can't camp because he's taking damage over time, and you have power wave like if you just need to win neutral a few times, Pichu loses. Like that's how I see this matchup. Corrin, I think this is even. Getting out of disadvantage is hard, but you just have to like be patient, work neutral well, like play your cards right, mix up, and then go from there. Like if you're good at parry, similar to Cloud, if you're good at parries, Corrin doesn't have much more. Like she has to like commit to stuff, and you have good kill confirms and good combos on game on Corrin. Pit, I want to say it's even or winning. Pit has ways to like beat you in neutral with like forward air and nair, like run up nair to deal with you, and then he can edge guard you, gimp you well with arrows, and then the orbiters. But Terry also gets like good hits. Like you have like better tools than Pit does, so you win neutral more. You have better neutral. You can actually I don't know if he has better neutral. Your combo game's good. You do more damage, so I think it's fairly certain that if anyone wins, it's Terry. Falcon, I also want to say it's +1. I'll say a +1. We're just Falcon but better, but Falcon can edge guard you well if you are recovering like a bot, but obviously don't do that. Like you can make it hard for Falcon to gimp you or edge guard you if you know what you're doing, but because you have better boxing tools than him, you you can kill him Loki easier sometimes than he can kill you. You have go, you're heavier, and I think our tools work off better against his than his tools on us. Inkling, I think this is even or winning. Like she has to scrap with us, and we have better boxing tools than her. We can bait her in options, but she also has like a good advantage on us with the juggling with up air. We can. She's like kind of honest in some ways. Like she has to like approach, but Terry has like more BS that can work for him in the long run. Shulk, this is -1. Shulk has can edge guard you well with forward air. He can cheat out of jab power dunk with shield art out of combos, and it's so annoying. So you have to play a way that's like you have to like time out the arts, and when the opportunity comes, kill him when needed. So yeah, you have to play neutral in a very different kind of way. And then also recovering against Shulk is pretty tricky because of his big forward air. Pokemon Trainer. I think this is a winning matchup. All three of the Pokemon struggle at getting off the ledge. Squirtle gets outboxed. Ivysaur has a pretty bad disadvantage against you. Like, easy to juggle. Charizard is, like, Loki the best against us because he can kill us early, but he's also a heavy, so getting combos on him is good. Like, they're all struggling at ledge, and Terry loves to is good at ledge trapping, and we just have better options against the PT. Lucina. I will say even. I used to think it was losing, but similar to other sorties, if you're good at parries, you'll have a good punish game on them. And Terry, like you have more tools to your disposal than Lucina does, but Lucina is still like fundamentally good in that aspect that she can edge guard you. She can read a bad recovery, and but you have go. You can live a while against her if you avoid edge guards. If you just hold stage, you can just force Lucina to make a move. Byleth. When I played Leo in sub games, it was hard. Obviously, he's the goat. I used to think it was even or winning, but I'll just say it's even because Byleth has like more range than you. Like he can cheese you. He can kill you before you get go because he has some cheesy moves that can kill you early. But Violet's also like a slow character that you have more mobility than him. So we have crack shoot. We can like kill him well. We have good combo game, etc., etc. And yeah, I think it's still an even matchup for the most part. Luigi. Hey, this character's been growing recently. Even. It's like a way like you can play. You have to like play well. Like you have to play around the grab, and it can be hard sometimes. Like because like once Luigi grabs you or hits you, it's like you can take a lot of damage or lose your stock. But you have ways to like not let that happen to you. You have Power Wave to make him force it. He can make him approach you. He has to commit to moves. Like you can play around Zair well. Um, Jump from above helps it as well too. But he can anti-air that with fair. And if you're good at reading his like cyclones or like spacing your moves, you can do pretty good against Luigi. And I think that's why I still think it's even. Meta Knight. I'll think this is +1. Meta Knight, sure, yeah, he can edge guard you, but we win on stage a lot because he's a light character. His neutral's not good, so he has to like scrap, and we can outbox him. We can ledge trap him well. He's like he has to commit a lot, and Terry likes that if you have to commit into him. Samus. I think it's -1. Samus is really good because she has a good game plan at the ledge. Like getting off ledge is really hard. Charge shot is creates a really hard rock paper scissors mini game that do you jump? Do you shield it? Do you like learn how to deal with it? Like you have to play a way that's like forcing Samus to approach, but obviously, but once you get past that goal, like you have good combo game on her, but she also has like a frame 4 out of shield. Like you can't also once you pass step 1, you have to like learn how to find good hits and a good grab game against Samus. Ness, I say it's still even because Ness is good at comboing you and like making it hard to recover against him. Like he has good buttons, but Terry also has good buttons too. So I think it's fair. It balances out to even because both want to get in each other's face and mash at each other. Like it's pretty even standardly wise. It's just that his hitboxes are more disjointed because of the magic, and also like recovering against Yo-Yo's tricky. But if you space it well, you can hit Ness with the uppy charge rising tackle before the Yo-Yo hits you. Pac-Man. I think this is even. Pac-Man, he wants to camp as long as possible, but we have ways to deal with all that because Power Wave into like dash attack or crack shoot breaks the Hydrant, or Power Dunk, full hot Power Dunk hits the Hydrant and hits Pac-Man well if he's hiding behind it. Your item play also needs to be good because you have good combos against him. We can bait a Hydrant well with like jump back and then forward air. Like a lot of your hits matter, but Pac-Man still is like a good character who can like play for time, play for lead, and it gets harder. And I think it's even. So, Young Link, I'm gonna say even or winning because Young Link he's gonna take you to a go a lot, and he's gonna struggle to kill you, and you have a lot of opportunities to get an early stock against him. With kill confirms, RMC struggles really badly at the ledge, so you can like ledge trap him well. You have ways to like beat the arrows with Power Wave, and you have good enough like moves to like deal with Young Link in general. Young Link's still a fast character. Don't get me wrong. He's still good at like dealing some damage. So yeah, that's a thing. But Terry has an edge. Lucario, I'm gonna say even or winning because Lucario has some sneak movement to make it tricky for Terry to deal with, but Lucario has to be losing to win, and Lucario has to take a lot of damage to like get you to that point. But we can also take a lot of damage and kill him because we have Go, we can kill him well. We can have good kill confirms, consistent kill confirms on him with Rising Tackle, Jaja Rising Tackle, and Jaja Power Dunk, etc. All right, we're like close to almost done. I'm gonna try and speedrun this. Meat Gunner, I'm gonna say even because you have good burst range. You can hit the projectiles. You have a lot of aspects at your disposal. But Meat Gunner has good ledge trapping and make it tricky to recover against her. Mewtwo, I'm gonna say +1. Mewtwo is a pretty bad character, like but that you can kill him well. Like you don't care about Shadow Ball, but the one thing you have to worry about is disabled because Terry like uses auto turrets. He's an FGC character. You're more likely to get disabled, but it's not a matter if as long as you keep your movement going, play outside that range, etc. Power Wave. He dies early. He's easy to combo, etc. Me Sword Fighter, I'm gonna say even or winning. There's a Me Sword Fighter Renaissance right now, but as long as you like don't get hit by the DI tricks or the fishing, the setups he has, like you have a pretty good tools against him. Like you have Power Waves to force stuff. You have like bigger hitboxes, good combo game on Me Sword Fighter. You have some tools that work well against him, but he also has some tools that can work well against you. It's just our tools are a little better. Duck Hunt, I'm gonna say even or winning. I used to think this was a little harder because I didn't know the matchup at the time, but now I play it more, and Duck Hunt really struggles to kill you once you reach go percent, and Terry can kill Duck Hunt well. We have ways to deal with his camping with Power Dunk, Power Wave, get rid of the cannon with Power Wave, Crack Shoot. We can hit stuff back at him. We can get rid of the Gunman, and Duck Hunt really like falters once you like know how to deal with his stuff. Lucas, I'm gonna say this is even. Lucas is tricky because he has such Zertech that he can like combo you well, and then he also has like good edge guarding with PK Freeze and PK Fire, but we also have just like more stuff to us. Like we have just as much BS as against Lucas, like if not more. It's just that edge guarding can be a little scary. Toon Link, I'm gonna say even or winning. Like Toon Link is like tricky that you have to. He's a floaty, like you have to like be more like precise with combos, and Toon Link is known for like keeping zones out. He zones you well with bomb, and also forward tilt and boomerang. So you have to play more patient, but you can work well around that if you have good neutral and movement. Bowser Jr. This is an annoying even matchup because Bowser Jr. is like budget Sonic. Like he can just choose not to interact and it's tricky. But getting a hit against Bowser Jr. is pretty good because he's easy to combo. You have a lot of like good moves to damage him with. You can hit him out in the cart well with forward air, crack shoot. You would power dunk because you dunk, and you do more damage to him. So yeah, it's like pretty good. He has some tools like he has edge guarding. He can like juggle us. He has good punish game on Terry, but we also have good punish game on Junior. So I think it's rounds out to even. Robin, I'm gonna say it's even also. Like Robin's not that good of a character, but he's like decent enough in the Terry like to make it an even matchup because he's good at hitting us when we were covering from the ledge with arc fire. 2 frames us well. He can get a confirm off of us. He cannot let us have go sometimes because of Levin Sword, but when he doesn't have Levin Sword, we win more interactions than he does, and we get a lot more. We can also get rid of arc fire with forward air, so I think it's totally fair to say it's even. Isabelle is a pretty good match. Is a good matchup for Terry because you have she's not gonna kill you pretty often. Like she has to like, if you know how to deal with her stuff, like it's pretty easy because you can destroy the mine with forward air with power wave. Like she's gonna let you get to go a lot, and you have ways to like kill her early. She's a light character. Like you have ways to navigate around Isabelle in general. Villager, I was a little harder because the threat of bowling ball is there. Like if you have to recover low, it's hard to get around. And Villager also wants to sees if you're recovering high. He has forward air to make you go low, and it's hard. But similar to Isabelle, like once you know how to deal like with their tricks and stuff, the matchup feels better, I'd say. Okay, Zelda. I think this is also a winning matchup. Zelda's a strong character. Zelda's a character who it has a one-dimensional game plan with Phantom Knight, and Terry has a few ways to like deal with it, like Power Wave and Crack Shoot. Like when you hit Zelda with those moves, the Phantom's gone, and you solved a big portion of her game plan. And hitting her is good. She's a very light character, so she dies early, but she also has Nehru's Love, Neutral B. And if you bait that out, you can get an even bigger punish. And I think that's why Terry beats Zelda. Bowser, this is even because Bowser, people say, "Oh, you just mash on Bowser, you can't do anything." Let me show you up B out of shield. Great, now you have to like. There's a layer that you have to respect. You have to deal with. But you can deal with that well because you have a good grab game, and you have good punish. You have a really good punish game on Bowser. Like you just can't jab him much because of Tough Guy, but your other combos work well on him, I'll say, and it can be scary sometimes, and I think that's why it's still an even matchup. Like good Bowsers can mess you up if they're not ready or don't know. Incineroar, I'm gonna say even or winning because it's like a matchup where like both characters like to destroy each other once they get their hands on each other and get killed. But you have more mobility than Incineroar because you're a faster character. He's the slowest character in the game. You have good punish game on Incin, better consistent punish game. Incineroar can explode you though, which is scary. But if you learn how to bait revenge, play more cautiously and patiently, like you can beat Incineroar with Terry. Dr. Mario, this is a winning matchup because you have better boxing tools than Doc does, but he has an out of shield game that can be quite annoying to deal with. Like you have to be able to get more grabs, spacing your moves like forward air and F tilt, and then you have a good punish game. You can edge guard Doc well with forward air and power wave. But Doc hits hard. It can be scary. It can be he has a good combo game on you, but you have good combo game on him. You just have a lot more as Terry compared to Doc. Wii Fit Trainer, I'm gonna say even or winning because they like camping a ledge, and we have Power Dunk to beat that, and also Crack Shoot and Bare Knuckle. But yeah, you have a good combo game on Wii Fit Trainer. Deep breathing can be scary sometimes, but but you're gonna live to Go more often because Go is also just kind of like better deep breathing because you can kill her early. No, actually, not really a better deep breathing, but you get to Go more often. You can kill her early. You can get good early stocks, early percent leads. In. You have burst options, etc. King DDD +1. DDD just sucks as a character, but you have a lot of tools to like hit the Gordos, get rid of them, send them back at you. You can but DDD guys can try to air camp you, but you shouldn't worry about that often because he has to land eventually. He has to commit to something, and Terry has a good way to punish those. King K. Rool. This is unironically an even matchup. I'll explain why. Because K. Rool, he is strong. He can do a lot of damage. Like, he can edge guard you well with forward air and bent air. He can armor through that. Through your recovery, it's annoying. But since he's a heavyweight, your combos will work well against him. But he has belly armor, so you can't just freely mash on him. You have to, like, grab more and stuff. Ike. I'll say even or winning because... actually, no. This is Loki +1. And Terry, once you get your parries on Ike, you have such a good punish game on him because he doesn't have really anything out of disadvantage. Frame 4 air dodge. You have a lot more combos work well on him than other characters. You can anti-air his nair with up B, and anti-airing him well with Crack Shoot and Jump Fair, and that's basically it. Ike has a one-dimensional game plan, and Terry has a way to like beat that. Ridley, Loki even. I think it's even because Ridley has more range than you. He can like edge guard you well, but Ridley's big, so getting hits means you have very good advantage shade and combo on Ridley. But Ridley can like get easy games and can edge guard you well. Like it can be scary sometimes. It has good poking tools with F tilt to like play outside your range. DK, I'm gonna say even or winning. DK is a lot of cheese to you, but you also have cheese like Loki even more because of Go, and like you can edge guard him well. Your combos work really well on DK since he's a big hurt box and stuff. But DK can reversal you pretty well with a hand slap, air hand slap, and he can gimp you well with the cargo throw. And then like he has ways to edge guard, but you just have more like in neutral against DK. Chrom, I'm gonna say this is still even because Chrom doesn't have to get as close as Roy does, but is like he can space him out and it makes it harder to punish. But he has a worse recovery. You have ways to edge guard him with like Burn Knuckle, a forward air, or Buster Wolf. Like it's crazy. This recovery sucks so bad. But yeah, Chrom, he like in neutral, like it's like Loki, you're his favor because when he gets a hit, he could do a lot against you. Like he could get some early cheesy kills, but once you like find a good hit, we can also find early cheesy kills on Chrom too. So it's fairly easy. It's an even matchup. Kirby, this is even. Kirby is a small character who makes it hard to like pin down. Like it's annoying. Like a lot of your moves don't hit Kirby unless you use low hitting moves, which you won't use all the time because you need a lot of your moves. And Kirby can like crouch under them, make it hard for you to deal with. But he's a light character, so winning neutral means a lot in this matchup. And using Power Wave to like camp him with mid range tools, it can help too. So I think it's still even, like because we have options. And it's like people say it's winning because we can't hit him and stuff, but no. Jigglypuff, I still think this is a winning matchup. But yeah, Puff can edge guard us, sure, like that's fine if we recover like a dumbass. But Puff has to commit a lot more because she has to like get in against our burst range, which is very hard for Puff to deal with because she's in the air a lot, and Crack Shoot like anti-airs her so well. She dies so early to jab jab rising tackle at like 90%. Like it's crazy. And our kill confirms work well. Power Geyser just murders her because she loves being in the air. So I still think this is a winning matchup for Terry. Marth, even. No, not losing. Even. And Marth is like Loki harder than Lucina sometimes because he can space you and it can be harder to like deal with because it's safer. Tippers can be his tippers can be a lot more scary at times because if he gets the right hit, he can do a lot. But you're gonna live a long time against Marth because you'll have go more often and you have good punishes on them because they're floaty. You have good combo games, etc. Link, even or winning. Link is like not a good character at all, but you have like good anti-zoning tools with Crack Shoot and Full Hop Fair. Like it's gonna be hard for Link to deal with, and anti-air. Like his moves are committal, and yeah, he's strong. He can kill you early, but we have like better moves in him except Nair. But like we can combo him pretty good. Our combo game and advantage state is good on Link, but Link can sometimes have a good advantage state, and I don't think it's like as free or it's like a good winning matchup for Terry. Richter or the Belmonts, even. They're good at keeping you away with whips and mid range and neutral, but once you get in on them, you can do a lot of damage or Loki take a stock. It's just getting to that point is a little tricky, but if you learn how to play your cards right, you'll be winning this matchup more often. Piranha Plant, I'm gonna say +1 because as you have ways to like force him to beat Patui with Power Wave, and boom, you just saw the big part of Plant's game plan. Your combo game is also really good on Plant. He can hurt box ship weirdly, but he struggles at getting off ledge. He can like die at 0 to like F tilt power dunk, like because it or jab jab power dunk, and it spikes him because it is the way his model works. So yeah, there's like some neat quirks. Rosalina, I'm gonna say even or winning. She's a tall, floaty character, and she's gonna get hit by a lot of stuff from Terry. And you have ways, and you can get rid of, and she has Luma to protect her. But you can Terry gets rid of Luma well. With like you can combo off of her and hit Rose at the same time. Like you have like some good attributes into Rosalina. But Rosalina has like a good advantage state on you with juggling, can wall you well, but you just have like more as Terry. Ice Climbers, I'm gonna say it's even because I haven't played this matchup enough, but you do have some tools like Crack Shoot separates the climbers well, Power Dunk also. Like you have to play the matchup in a way that you have to like try to not interact or play outside their range, and I can only go so much from there. Little Mac, Loki even. Here's why, because Little Mac has a really good two framing against you with dash, down smash, down tilt, and good whiff punishing and punish game on you because you have to fight him on the ground. Terry has to scrap with him more often than not, and Little Mac has ways to anti-air that and set up into options and kill confirms. Terry can gimp Little Mac better than some of the other characters because you have forward air and power wave. But it's like a matchup like you can't sleep on. Like I think this matchup's still even and annoying. Finally, Ganondorf. I'm just gonna say +1 because I used to think it was even, but Ganon is just the worst character in the game. Like once you just know how to beat that game plan, Ganon just falters, and you just have like you can just mash on him, and Ganon can't do much. But the scary thing is, like once Ganon gets a hit, it can be pretty scary. But if you play your cards right, you can beat Ganon. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my Terry matchup chart, and I'll see you guys in the next one when I make my tier list. Thank you.